Have you ever been walking outside and then it begins to rain, but the raindrops don't right away fall exactly on your head? So you start to think, hey, cool, I think I can dodge the raindrops. But then it starts to rain harder, and you start to feel a little bit of raindrops, and the raindrops get more, and suddenly it's raining really hard, and you realize you're holding your phone camera the wrong way, and also you realize that your phone is not waterproof, so you have to turn it off. But then you come inside and you dry off, and you're reminded yet again that although you may get caught sometimes in the pouring rain, unable to avoid the pellets of droplets pounding down upon you, you will not and you will never be wet forever. So just earlier now, I was coming back to my apartment and it started to rain, and that was kind of what was going through my head. We completed our first block of exams this week. I'll be honest, it was kind of hard for me. It was pretty rough. Some of it went all right, and some of it not as good as I would have liked it to go. And the analogy, metaphor, whatever, with the rain was I guess so. Yesterday, I was feeling kind of I was being a little hard on myself, as I tend to do, and I was really like taking fault for a lot of little things that I may or may not be doing right with studying. And so I think today it was a new day, and I got some rest, and I was able to really sit down and sort of reassess what I'm doing. I listened to a couple of podcasts, particularly Dear Hank and John, the Vlogbrothers have a podcast now, and they were just, making me laugh and being funny, and reminded me that I need to continue making video blogs and writing and being thoughtful, because it's what helps get me through and helps me assess like the mess that's in my brain sometimes. So I think where I'm going with that, the raindrop analogy applies to obviously not just medical school, but like life, I guess. So sometimes, like when the raindrops were first coming, and you kind of have a drop, like you're like, I don't feel anything. I know it's raining because I see the drops on the floor, but I don't feel anything. And it's kind of fun to think that it's raining and it's not coming on you. But if you stay outside long enough, it will rain on you and you will get very, very wet. But the thing about, getting wet in the rain or falling in the mud or, getting your feet dirty, walking barefoot outside for a minute, is that all of that stuff can be cleaned, and aches and pains and sores and all of that stuff, it is temporary, and really everything is temporary. Aren't we just temporary, and we're just a snippet in the grand scheme of the universe. I don't know where I'm going with this. To be clear, there is still no part of me that even slightly second guesses my decision to attend medical school. This is still not more stressful than the stress of getting into medical school. And I do feel very confident that I have people and ways and myself who are gonna help me do better. And I didn't do as terrible as I'm making it sound. I guess it's the idea of being disappointed in yourself, and we all tend to get disappointed in ourselves, but I think the idea is not to let that cloud your ability to come up with a plan for the next step. So that's kind of what I think I need to focus on this weekend and in the coming weeks, is not just coming up with a plan, but not letting myself, not letting how hard I am on myself, or how disappointed or discouraged, don't discourage myself enough where it inhibits me from actually doing a task. So that's going to be my goal for the next couple weeks. So yeah, to, getting encouragement from others, I think is important, and it's useful, but the most important encouragement that you can get comes from yourself. So I'm gonna have to be like, hey Marina, like, don't forget that you're awesome. So I'm gonna really try hard not to forget to be awesome. Okay, and I hope you don't either.